Wow, this is nostalgic. Of course, that's what Gravity's going for with this game, because they want to get all the players who've been playing Ragnarok Online off and on for all these years to play this. Hi guys, it's been a while. I have been busy with stuff. Lots of stuff. Again, new job. I have to keep driving down to another state about 4 hours and stay with a relative while I'm doing that new job and getting ready for my new apartment. So I can only really come back up on the weekends to access my computer and use it to play games or make a video like I'm doing right now. So you're probably wondering why I'm not doing Dragon Quest X instead. Well, Ragnarok Online is one of the first MMOs I played back then. I actually played it when it was barely out of its beta. When it only had the well, these classes right here, and then eventually had the 2-1 classes, and pretty much after that it was off and on since I was always between games and other MMOs and such. And then every now and then, like maybe every 4, 5, 6 years, I have the urge to play it for a little bit on a private server or something. But I always did like Ragnarok Online, and now Gravity came out with Ragnarok Online 3, which is almost practically a remake of the first game, but they call it a continuation. It's just now it looks like Ragnarok Online, just with significantly improved graphics and everything, but still plays almost like the original Ragnarok Online. Today is the last day of what they call the Pioneer Test, which is their first pre-alpha test of the game. So, let's go into it. Hopefully it works. Okay, there we go. See, it's so pre-alpha. I mean, the hairstyle doesn't even work. It's giving me this hairstyle, which I think is just their, again, pre-alpha default. You can't even choose a female gender. You can't even choose color. I think it'll change depending on what class you pick. They're probably going to come out with more hairstyles later on anyway, because I know that the original Ragnarok Online, they eventually had a ton of different hairstyles and colors. Alright, well, since I can't select anything, let's go with this. Too long. Interesting. I doubt anybody would take my name. Maybe it is just too long right now. So they got classic PC mode and modern PC mode for your movement. Let's go with modern. Okay. These are the classes they have available to work with. Apparently they added Royal Guard at a later point in the Pioneer Test, which is my main class. They do fulfill these roles, but they are mostly a tank. Music's a little loud. There we go. Okay, so they have a trade. They're gonna have bazaars, obviously. Again, this is basically a pre-alpha. They just really want you to test. Okay. Well, since I'm level to this job, yeah. So, 120 frames per second, as expected, of course. Wish I could log out to drink another character. But again, this is... Damn, they don't even let you select... Okay. Again, this is a pre-alpha test, meant to just test their basic stuff. Looks like they're gonna have more. Okay, skill bar 5, skill bar 6. Got it. Direction. Okay, I see. Even tells you the level now, huh? Alright, you can pan out, scroll around. Okay. Well, I know Manami would be a Rune Knight for now if she was to play. We'll go with this. Basically, give you everything you need. I could go with a sword if I want. Obviously, for Royal Guards, yet Royal Guard is a offshoot of Swordsman. Rune Knight is the other one. And typically, as a Royal Guard, you want to be equipped with a spear and a shield. Or two-hand spear, depending on your build. I always prefer a sword and shield, but since Royal Guards get bonuses in spear, you pretty much are practically required to play as that. Alright, let's see. Yeah, there's the auto. There's a shield at the back, but doesn't... Huh. No cloak either. This is probably a placeholder piece for the Royal Guard. Again, they had to rush Royal Guard out because they need a tank to help test the raid battles and the Bosch stuff. But Royal Guard doesn't typically look like this. Okay. Interesting. So that's how the card system works now. Guess you spend these fragments from blue or green. Okay, so you dismantle them from other cards. Okay, so I get the gist of it. Looks like, yeah. So you basically collect cards and such. But instead of equipping them, at least, let me look. Okay. Alright. Well, that's already better than what the original system had. In RO, if you wanted to remove a card safely without breaking your equipment or the card, you had to use a very expensive item. Here, though, you could just equip it on and off whenever you want. Hopefully you don't change that and get greedy. Exclusive to two-hand weapons. I see. So two-hand weapons get an extra card slot. Okay, so each piece gets a certain amount. And, okay, that's why, because, yeah, if you're using a two-hand weapon, it gets 4 card slots, but if you use a main hand weapon and a shield or offhand of some sort, yeah, 4 slots there. Makes it fair. You can upgrade these cards for stronger effects. In other words, yeah, you can collect cards, upgrade the ones that you like the most. You get additional cards, you can break them down to purchase the pieces you need to upgrade your cards. Okay, it's a cool and different system. Oh, okay, so there's bonuses for getting certain builds. I see. So, what have they done to this class? Uh-huh. Physical damage, Okay, now I see what the complaint is. So, they changed it all, at least in RO3, to be physical damage. And where do you get physical damage from? Strength. Int gives M attack and M defense, but since all the skills go off of your physical damage, which you get from physical attack power, that upsets a lot of Royal Guards users that like to go with Int builds for Grand Cross and thus healing, because there are tanky builds that... Because again, Royal Guard is basically Paladin. That's what they are. See, right here. It even shows it. And a lot of Royal Guard likes to go with the Int build, like a super tanky build, where they go like a lot of Vit, a lot of Int, you know, and try to put points into like Strength or Dex, unless they're going like pure magic. And that was possible because a lot of the skills, if I remember right, could go off of physical damage or magical damage. And I think it would go off the greater of either one you had. Like Overbrand, for example. Overbrand, I believe it could go off of physical attack and magic attack. Here, though, it's only physical attack, making intelligence completely useless. I think that's an oversight on their part. Or maybe they just want to have, you know, just test this stuff out first. So they made it as basic as possible, because they wanted, again, Royal Guard players to be tanky and go into the boss stuff as that pre-build to test shit. Because that's all they wanted. I mean, you had to take 5 out of 5 heal to be able to get some of these skills anyway, and the skill is unavailable. What do I have here? That's guard. Okay, cool. That's Fenigora. And that's your potion slot. Cool. What I don't get is, why only 6 skills? See, now Earth Drive, I think, went off of it at one point. Thing is, there are quite a few skills. Having only 6 slots, I'm sure they're trying to keep it simple. Because this game is supposed to come out on mobile too, but I'm pretty sure they're going to put in more skill slots. I mean, it'd be silly not to. Huh. Look at those skills again. Got your general novice skills. Obviously, no sword mastery. Okay, so this is a character that only went through 40 job levels for the swordsman, so the typical 50 that a lot would basically go for. Thus getting those extra skill points, because let's see here, 10, 20, 30, 35, 40. Yeah. Otherwise I would have gotten full sword mastery. Okay, so that's changed. Spear quicken. Yeah, figured. Okay. Yes, that side is loot, huh? Okay, so this is all there is to the maps for now. Basically the old classic areas. If I remember right, this was all that was available when Ragnarok Online first came out of its beta phase into official launch. Literally just this. Okay. They'll even set your recommendations for you. Huh. Okay, that's interesting. So after a certain low point, it all becomes just a 4-point requirement. You know, it doesn't seem like the skills use much SP. Maybe they don't have... Okay. Yeah, I figured that someone was bullshitting. And normally at 99, you get way more stat points than this. Interesting. So Vit increases those? Dex also increases physical attack. Okay. Okay, I guess that's a bug. It's not displaying the increased stats properly. Again, it's a pre-alpha, and I don't even think having the dex even matters. I've seen people in the beta just go with the recommended stats, and they were able to hit shit just fine. Again, this is basically a rough test of a pre-alpha of the basic systems before they fine-tune it all for the next alpha, for the basically the alpha phase. I could put it wherever I want, it doesn't seem to matter much. Well, let's walk around, shall we? So, if I wanted to, yes, I could switch to the classic style. Okay, loading is pretty fast, good. Instructors for jobs. Huh. I see. Random, huh? Huh. Huh, okay, I see. Alright. So, Remnant Echoes. You're probably wondering what that is. From what I was able to talk with people on... Hold on. Okay, thought so. Talk with people on about for that. Remnant Echo is the seasonal content. Example. If any of you played the first Descendant, right? You know that inversion board we get that resets every season? Kind of like that. You basically grind the stuff you need from certain events, and then you put it into the Remnant Echoes to get yourself temporary buffs, at least until that season is over. That's how they refresh, quote-unquote, the content. Granted, looking at this, it looks like it might take a lot of time to, and then you gotta get like the right stats. Like, see, this magic attack does nothing for me. Just basically upgrade it, get it to the max. Maybe find other pieces, hopefully get better rolls. You know, you do that while farming or XPing or doing whatever else that you're basically doing in a game each season. Max it all out, hopefully get the right stats you want, and then just use it for whatever. But this is basically what resets every season. I don't know how I feel about it, to be honest, because if they make it way too grindy, you know, you gotta do that every time they do a seasonal reset just to be valid for content that you're doing. You know, that's probably gonna wear on people fast. I don't know, we'll see how they do it. F it, let's go north. We need a ride, though. So you still got the same location number there. Channels, obviously. Can't enter yet. I barely remember where to get a peek on. Just know that it's in one of the corners. We'll try the other way, otherwise we'll just head north. Guess none of that's working right now. Yeah, not sure where to get a cart. The Griffin. Since it's not letting me. So I can change skills whenever. Wonder if they'll allow that in the full game. Well, screw it. Let's just head north. Job 40, though. Are they really making that the max? Again, who knows? This is a super pre-alpha. Didn't even have to go through the castle. I won't be testing the bosses and such. Because it is almost 6 a.m. right now. I have been awake a full 26 hours. I had to do my new job. I had to drive for 4 hours back here. And much as I want to try to test those things, I'd rather just explore around and take a look at stuff. But hey, you get a nice map now. Obviously, all the stuff that's supposed to be usually there for those who played RO, it's not there right now. Who knows how much of the maps are going to open up. Oh, really? That is the Royal Guard mount. What I'd really like is a key that lets me attack, but so that selects the auto stuff, huh? Interesting. Right, so these are the boss battles. You can get rewards from them. Basically the seasonal stuff. You get equipment and gear. They all have mechanics. As people clear it, you get divine blessings. I'm pretty sure it's going to reset every now and then. You also have a hard mode where it could very likely reward better. Now, this is something I wish they put into other games as well. They will tell you the mechanics that they can do. Shane will show a short video of it. But it'll tell you the mechanics and how they work, so that way you don't have to go hunting for a YouTube video to find out the mechanics, so you don't be that guy. Okay, so there's MVP challenges too. Huh. Then of course there's PvP and Guild War and such. Yes, I can answer a few questions. Go ahead and ask. I'm honestly surprised there's a few of you awake at this time. Yes, there will likely be all the other classes as well. I'm pretty sure if they're going to release Royal Guard, they're going to release all the classes. But they're not, of course, not going to let you just level to 99 straight away. No, they're going to make it a grind. How much autoplay is going to be in there, who knows. The thing is, this game is not just built for PC, it's also built for mobile. It's just the first test is on PC only. I don't remember it being this quick to get to Geffen. We do not know this game's story. It's basically Ragnarok Online reimagined. Option settings? Not really there. Like, I can't change graphics. I'm guessing they're gonna put that in later. They just have this on by default for, again, basics testing. Huh. Okay, so there's tab targeting. And then we see the respawn fast, but I think the devs did it on purpose. Just for this test. Yeah, I'm pretty sure barely anybody wants to be a freaking tank. But tank is what I play. I just hope they'll allow for magic builds for the Royal Guard, because I prefer hybrid builds. I like to be able to use heal on myself and tank. Not have to rely on a priest to heal me. Huh, oh wow. Oh, it takes you straight here, huh? Yeah, this is one of the famous dungeons. Looks like it's just the first floor. Looks very different. On RO, it's just a bunch of bright purple hallways. The enemies are clearly the same. Purple rings, these little poison bastards. What's missing is the red bats. Or Or was it the blue bats? But yeah, this is one of the popular dungeons. It has multiple floors. The first floor being for low-level characters of 15 to 25. Then when you go down the floor here, that's for literally like 40 to 50 or so plus, depending on your class and build. Could I get copyright for this? I don't know, maybe. I didn't really see anything in the rules, and I've seen a lot of other people stream and make recordings of this. It's not like it's hard to get access. You get a friend code and that's it. I mean, if they copyright it and take it down, I'm fine with it. Again, I don't monetize at all. But so far, it runs flawlessly, 120 FPS. Apparently, there's some people who have problems running it. But it's not like I can change any settings. Gaffy music still runs, huh? Okay, so the famous Orc Village exists. Okay, so there are buffs that share cooldowns with each other. That's why I'm unable to do anything else. So you can have 6 skills and stuff that goes on the queue. You can line them up, but if they share, certain ones share a freaking cooldown with each other, then almost pointless, right? Yes, people, RO fans really wanted a full 3D RO that's just like Ragnarok Online. As in, you know, third-person view, not overhead like this. Ragnarok Online 2 was supposed to be that. It did not deliver at all. Okay, this is the wrong music for Orc Village, obviously. So they're basically doing the Orc Hero MVP. But there are no orcs. Oh, so you get rewards based on your activity on the MVP now. Okay, cool. So it's basically not one person hogging everything. Keep in mind, I'm recording this while also playing it at the same time, and I'm still getting a perfect 120 FPS. Like, this is not hard on the system at all. I wonder what graphics engine they're using for this. Yeah, no orcs in the orc village, just the orc hero. And I bet he instant respawns so people can test out on him. Now I'm hoping they'll add a lot more to this, like a continuation of the story of R1 into this. It's just that this just takes place like sometime later. Sadly, again, this is cross-platform between PC and mobile, and it's got mobile elements as with the auto battle here. And it's probably going to have pay to win. They keep claiming that the gap between whales and free-to-play players ain't going to be that large. Like, it'll never be large enough to the point to where one whale can solo like 2 to 10 players on his own in PvP or some shit, or able to just take kills away. I don't know. I gotta see it to believe it, because Gravity has an extremely bad reputation now for milking their franchise, just putting constant pay-to-win stuff and not listening to the fans. In all likelihood, once the game goes live, if I can do multiple PC clients, I will probably run 10 of them at the same time, maybe even 15. I mean, it's easy to run this on my computer. I could probably run like maybe 15 of them, set it to like 30 FPS, maybe lower the resolution down, and have them all just go on auto battle for all day long. Let them just grind stuff for me. And then when I feel like playing, I'll get on my actual character and play manually. Nothing at Goblin Village either, huh? Oh, what's this down here? Actual goblins. Obviously they're weak because I'm a level 99 4th class. Oh, auto doesn't auto. Well, I hope they fix that. Oh, if you hold it down, it'll auto. And it'll go to the next target. Sorry. Guess I'm tired. Yeah, it's been a very long week. Well, I think that's all I'm about willing to test. Yeah, not much here other than the boss rushes and such. They just wanted to test like the really basic stuff before they go ahead and start putting in a lot more stuff in time for their next alpha. Honestly, I like the graphics I see here. And you can craft stuff too. Just needed material and stuff, craft it out, and I guess the rarity can be random. With differing stats. So a different kind of system. I Not sure if enhancements are going to be a thing or it's not, but good stuff. Like, really good stuff. More simplified. Obviously, they still got a massive amount of work to do. But yeah, I like it. Alright, so you guys are probably wondering when I'm going to do my next DQX video. Hopefully soon. I'm not sure if it's going to be this weekend because Borderlands 4 came out and Minami really wants to play that with me since me and her won't be able to during the weeks while I'm working. Until I come back home, like, well, the current home I'm at. I'm just not going to have access to my PC until I move into that apartment. Which is going to be sometime in October. Can't really help it. So difficulties came up, and yeah, I may have to call ahead. It might be delayed. Yeah, I know what you're saying. That's going to be a problem, and it will be. But yeah, I'll try my best to see if I can get some videos going for DQX. Again, it's just very difficult for me right now. But that's it. I'm honestly happy with the graphics of RO3. I might give it a shot once it goes full. I'll definitely be doing the next test. But yeah, I will see you guys next time.